Okay, so yeah, let's wait for a minute and then we can start. Hi guys, hope you are doing good and it is so nice and I'm so excited to see you again today. In today's session, I'm going to bring a lot of value because many people say that okay, just a second. Yeah, yeah, so a lot of people say that for biomedical engineering, studying masters or bachelors, you must be from, especially for masters, you must be from medical background. Then only you can do masters in biomedical engineering. But that's not the case. You could be from any background. If you have done any kind of engineering, you have done BSc, then definitely you can go for that. Yeah, so I'm so happy and to in for the today's session, and I'm going to share a lot of information which is going to be useful for you. You can consider, you will know more about biomedical engineering, what are the requirements, how you can be eligible to apply, and what is the scope, and what kind of salary you can look forward to if you study biomedical engineering. So you can see, if you can relate to it, you can definitely go for that. Yeah, so let's wait for a minute or so for others to join, and then we will start the session. Yeah. Guys, comment in the chat if you are able to hear me well, so that we can start. Welcome you in the session. I'm so excited to meet you again today. Just comment in the chat so that I know you are able to hear me, and then we can definitely start right away. Yeah, so yeah, so happy to see you guys again in the session. I'm so excited to talk to you. Do you see the chat option? I'm not quite sure. You see the chat option? You can. If that's not the case, then let's just start. Then yeah, we will see that later on. Okay. So as I said, biomedical engineering is not only for medical background people. It is also for people who are coming from different backgrounds. So you will know all of these details in this session now. Let's begin. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what is biomedical engineering. It is the application of engineering principles and problem solving techniques to apply on biology and medicine, which means you do the engineering, you have the analytical skills, you have the computational skills, you have the mechanical skills, you have electrical, electronics, and a lot of things are there, right? So those skills, when integrated with the medical medicine or medical, then there is a new stream which is now there in the industry for, let's say, a few decades. So it is very important because it contributes a lot in the health industry, and there is a lot of scope about it. You can get a really great jobs and great salaries, lot of interesting areas to work in, right? So yeah, let's see what exactly it is. So it is more about diagnosis and analysis. It covers the areas from diagnosis and analysis to treatment, recovery, prosthetic body parts, and many more, which you will see in the further in the session now. Okay, so it is a combination of mechanical and electrical engineering, material science and chemistry, mathematics and computer science. So if you are coming out of these backgrounds, even from electronics background, then this engineering is definitely going to be useful for you, and you can really have a great career here in Germany, here in Europe, or anywhere else in the world. If you study biomedical engineering, if you do masters in that field, that's having a really great future. Yeah, so let's proceed for on the next slide. So what are the admission requirements? You need an engineering degree. It could be, I will be covering what kind of engineering degree you can have, and then you must be having a great English or German language skills based on the language requirements of the course. And then GRE is good to have because some of the universities ask for the GRE score. So if you have that score, then it's good. If not, that is still okay because some universities accept the students who are not having the GRE score. And work experience is a plus, as I always say in all my sessions. Okay, here I have took the snapshot from one of the websites where they have clearly mentioned that what kind of engineering background you must be having. They clearly say that you can be from the bachelor of science background, bachelor of engineering background. You can see you can be from one of the following courses: medicine, dentistry, biology, chemistry, physics, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, electronics engineering, right, or information engineering. So if you are from these background, you can still study biomedical engineering because the field is so vast, there are a lot of opportunities, and it is somehow not properly students forget to consider the importance of this course, why it is really in high demand. You just have to see what are the benefits and how you can get into that, right? So these are the simple requirements. If you get an IELTS score of 6.5 each or 7 each, or maybe TOEFL score accordingly, and have a good GRE score, then you can definitely make it in good universities in Germany, right? And the question will be why you can go for biomedical engineering, because people will say there is a data science courses, there are computer engineering courses, there are mechanical engineering or other courses. Why you should go into the mechanical biomedical engineering? Because it's a growing industry, growing at a very fast pace. Okay, it's about new medical devices being invented at a very fast speed. So they need the people, they need the resources, they need the investors, because field is growing very fast. Lot of devices are coming in, whether it's for diagnosis, or whether it's a prosthetic devices, or some other for example mechanical heart valve, or any kind of orthopedic devices, joint devices, because nowadays there people are having knee replacement surgery. So it is all because of biomedical engineering, right? So that's why it is in very high demand. People need more support, and now this combination of engineering side and the medicine side is going to give lot of value. Plus there are very good salaries in this field, in this area, which you can take advantage of, right? So what do biomedical engineers do? They do testing, implementation, developing new diagnostic tools and medical equipments. For example, you have heard about ECG or MRI, or you have heard about other kind of scans, CT scan, right? Those are all applications of biomedical engineering. So that's why it's really booming field. Okay, and even some people who want to go into the government sector to have to support in the safety standards for medical devices, because some regulations have to be defined. If some company is manufacturing those devices, they have to follow some law, some regulations according to the country, according to the regulations in that country, right? So that is the role of biomedical engineer. So they can consider they want to go into the public sector, or they want to go into the private sector. So some examples of biomedical engineering devices could be pacemakers, coronary stents, orthopedic implants, prosthetics, dental products, ambulatory devices, and many more. Right. That's why this field is really growing. I have just listed out some of the applications, but there are many more. You can research about them. Okay, then the salary. If I talk about the salary, 90% of the people in this field who are working are getting at least 70,000, 72,000 euros salary annually. You can see here I got this snapshot from payscale.com. You can go and search for average biomedical engineer salary in Germany. You can find that 10% of the people are getting salary 25k, median salary is 42k, and then 90% of the people who reported these salaries are getting around 72,000 euros, which is a huge salary, I can tell you. Right? It's a good number to consider. Okay, so that's one of the key reason. Definitely, money is not always important. Your interest areas, other factors, like why do you want to study biomedical engineering, right? What does it go with your interest? You Let us suppose that earlier, before doing engineering, you wanted to do something in medical industry, but didn't get the chance. So now this is your opportunity. You can still get into the medicine industry, medical industry, if you do that biomedical engineering. You cannot be a doctor now after doing bachelor's of engineering, but you can definitely uh, get into this field, work closely with the doctors, physicians, uh, other companies who are manufacturing these devices, prosthetic devices. So that's a really great opportunity if you feel okay, you are the person who likes to do such kind of things, right? What kind of job roles are available in the market? So there are manufacturing engineers, design engineers. Manufacturing engineers are responsible for the manufacturing process of these devices, as per the specification, as per the requirements, as per the design. Design engineer design some solution, design some make some design of any device, and then they try to bring that design to life. Manufacturing engineer, once this is built, then QA engineer will test it whether it meets all the requirements. These devices are working as expected or not. Are they doing giving the test results successfully? Are they what is the level of precision of those results? So this is all done by quality engineers. And then software engineer are responsible to develop the software programs to operate these devices, to operate these machines, to understand the results more clearly, to analyze the data generated by these devices, so that the results can be studied, and then accordingly patients can be conveyed. Or even if you have thought about like laser surgery, it is also one of the applications of biomedical engineering, right? Then researchers are there who are doing a lot of research nowadays in this field. You can also go in that direction. After if after your master you want to do the PhD, you can definitely go for that. Okay, even you can be a physician. If you the When I say you can be a physician, then you can apply for doctorate course after this, after studying masters in biomedical engineering. So that's really a great opportunity to pursue the medical field further, if you really want to go into the medical line later in after doing the masters, right? So here I have listed out some of the specialization where you can do after studying biomedical engineering in Germany or Europe or anywhere else. So it could be a bioinstrumentation specialization, right? So it is designing and developing diagnosis tools and equipments. Okay, for this to be eligible for this kind of specialization, you can be from the background of electronic devices, because this field is more about advanced electronic devices. So or you could be from the background of instrumentation engineering, or you could be from the background of software or computer to control these devices, because at the end you will be developing the programs to control these devices. So this is really really important, that you must be having the knowledge of software development if you are studying the biomedical engineering, if you want to go into the software development for these kind of applications, right? Okay, let's proceed further very quickly. Yeah, biomaterials. Okay, just a second. Okay, fine. So next is biomaterials. Biomaterials is another specialization you can consider, because let's say you have somebody is getting the stunt in the heart, but then that the material of that stunt should be biomaterial, right? Because if you put an iron in your body, then it will not survive for longer. It has to be special material which has to be developed, which can uh, which can stay there without getting rusted, without being broken, so that it is able to survive inside, and it doesn't hurt the other body parts, because at the end it is a metal, and it is a kind of metal which is developed through biomaterials, so that it's not going to hurt the body parts inside your nerves, your flesh, or whatever. So that's why these kind of materials are to be developed, and this is the scope of biomedical engineering, right? Like I have written down here, designing and developing materials can be deployed within the human body. They have to be safe, they don't have to be toxic, because if you have such metal inside, then they shouldn't create any kind of liquids or anything which is toxic, so that's not good at the end. Okay, so the material has to be chemically stable to last for lifetime. It's not about, you cannot get the stunt replaced after every 1 year. So this has to be material which can last longer. So if you are coming from the science background, material science is a sub branch of mechanical engineering. So if you are coming from that background, so you can consider to go into the biomedical engineering. If you are coming from chemistry, because you have to see the chemical reactions with those materials, how those materials stay inside the body, so those kind of tests have to be done. So then it is a field for you if you are interested to go in that, right? And then biology or medical. So if you are coming from biology background or medical background, you have done BSc in biology, or you have done BSc in some other area, you are from medical, you have done you studied dentistry, or you are coming out from other medical degree, then it is possible for you to study biomedical engineering, and you want to go into the biomaterials. Okay, next is biomechanics, designing and developing products that aid in the body movements. For example, joints, right? Artificial heart valves, because sometimes someone's heart valve stops working. Then they implant the artificial heart valve inside the body to keep the flow of the blood, or to provide the motor skills, knee replacement, as I gave the example earlier. Okay, so that's why if you are coming from mechanical engineering background, then you can go for biomechanics. Okay, IT or software engineering for development of computational programs, right? So that's definitely the area you can consider if you are coming from this background and you want to study biomedical engineering. Next is clinical engineering. So clinical engineering is something, those people help deploy medical products in the hospitals and clinics. So you have the knowledge about those products, and then some hospital wants to install those products, how to operate them, how to maintain them. So all those people provide the guidance to the hospital guys, and tell them, okay, how to maintain them, how to use them, how to use them in day-to-day stuff. For example, endoscopy devices, stunts, pacemaker, deep brain stimulators, because they are required in the brain surgery, right? So clinical engineering people work with the physicians, nurses, and other medical staff, as I already said. So you can be from mechanical, you can be from any kind of background if you want to do the specialization in clinical engineering when you are studying biomedical engineering. So you can be mechanical engineer, you can be a chemical engineer, you can be from electronics or instrumentation or electrical, IT or software. You can definitely go in that direction. That's why this field is has always been ignored. It's a pretty much new field. It is there for a few decades. If you try to get admission, and another important point I want to mention, getting admission might be easy for you in that, considering there is not a lot of competition, not many students are aware about this, so that's why it is possible for you to get into this field. Okay, then next specialization will be orthopedic engineering. It is about products dealing with bones, muscles, joints, and ligaments. So if somebody wants to have the problem with bones, they want to have the artificial joints, some problem with the muscles, movement is not happening, so orthopedic devices are there, orthopedic parts are there, body parts are there. So then orthopedic engineering is really really important. So if you have done BSc, or you are from medical or dentistry background, you are from mechanical, material science, chemical engineering, you can consider to go in the specialization of orthopedic engineering, right? So other specialties could be imaging devices, as I said, CT scan, MRI, or other endoscopy, or other kind of devices. Those kind of specialties you can go into if you are excited about uh, to work on the development of the devices for diagnosis and testing. Then it is for you. Rehabilitation engineering or system physiology, you can research about these things on the internet, you can find the more details very easily, then you can consider what you want to do. Okay, and yeah, basically that's it for the today's session. And then somehow I think chat is not working today, I don't know why. So for that reason, I think we have to. That's it for today. We have to stop now. But anyway, if you have any questions, you have any queries, you can drop an email at my email address, which is there on the screen. You can download your free best practices resume guide available from my website, and you can also join my Telegram group to get the quick answer to your questions. So it's really going to be useful. You can join there. You can check out the Telegram group. Uh, so Master Study Germany, that's the name of the group. You can go on Telegram, check this group. You will find a lot of information, questions being asked from the people. Or if you are a professional who want to know more about jobs in Germany and all, then you can join the Conical Education group, right? So unfortunately we cannot have the Q&A session today because somehow I do not see the chat option. So I will have to close the session now. And thanks for joining. So happy to have you. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.